Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. You should never eat eggplant without doing this first. Stay tuned. Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. I have learned to love a well-prepared eggplant dish. Other parts of the world call this the aubergine. And as a matter of fact, some of the popular paint palettes call out this color as aubergine, but that's where it came from. The name in other areas of the world for the eggplant. Now, the eggplant, you shouldn't eat it unless you do what I'm going to tell you in just a moment first. You need to understand that the eggplant is part of the nightshade family. What does that mean? Well, nightshade plants have nicotine in them. Some of the ones you would know about are tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, tobacco, even the famous poisonous plant, nightshade, Belladonna. All of them have nicotine along with other items in them as well. So if you're going to do any kind of eggplant dish, whether it's fried eggplant with cornmeal, or you're gonna do an eggplant parmesan, or just use it as a meat substitute when you're doing lasagna, you can do all those sort of things. You gotta get the nicotine out of it. And this is how you do it. The first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and slice this up and get it ready to go, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. Okay, now that we have the eggplant this way, what we're gonna do to get it to let go of the nicotine is we're gonna salt it. So, no, don't worry about salt staying with it. We're gonna rinse away the salt. We're taking this freshly cut eggplant, we're just gonna put it in layers, and when we do, take a little bit of salt, rock salt is fine, and we're just gonna put it all at the top. Again, you can put a fair amount on this because you're not going to keep the salt. Go ahead and layer it up again, and repeat. After everything is coated with the salt, let's let it set for 15 to 30 minutes and come back, and you'll see nicotine is starting to weep out of this, and you can rinse that away, which really removes the bitter taste. Okay, we've had this sitting for at least a half an hour, and it doesn't have to be super critical. As a matter of fact, if you leave it a little bit more than a half an hour, then it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna pull more of the nicotine out. Now, if you look close, let's go ahead and wrap this so you're not looking through glare. You'll see, let's just point here. See all the brown residue where it's coming off of the seeds in here? That is nicotine salt water, and this is working through osmosis. If you don't think it pulled off much, look what happens when I tilt the bowl. Here we go. Look at there. So this is juices off of all of that, and this is very salty and very bitter because it has a high nicotine amount. So what we're gonna do now is just drain that off, rinse it, put the rinsed eggplant in this bowl, and now it's ready for the next steps. All right, you can just leave it in that bowl if you want, or you can just take it out and put it in another bowl. But the salt water is gone, and you now have prepared eggplant that now can be breaded. It can be used as a meat substitute, all the favorite ways you like to prepare eggplant, but now without that bitter taste. And it's a really delicious way to bump up your eggplant dishes. Hey, and you know what? Some of our other favorite dishes are prepared with avocados. The problem is we always seem to forget to go get the avocados until we need them, and when you get them, they're not ripe. Well, check out this video here where we'll show you a couple of ways to ripen them overnight. And while you're at it, you can also check out this other video that YouTube thinks is perfect for you. What do you think? How'd they do? I'll wait. It's good stuff. Hey, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from dirtfarmerjay.com.